Thunderbolts feels like Marvel's answer to the Suicide Squad, but with less bite. It starts off promising, willing to kill off a known IP character early on, which actually raises the stakes. That's something you'd expect in a Suicide Squad movie, especially the 1987 version that clearly borrowed heavily from the Dirty Dozen. Yes, the original Suicide Squad debuted in 1959, but we all know the 87 iteration is the one that left a lasting influence. That death sets the tone. Darker, more existential, more grounded, less quips, more grit. And what are you left with? A better version of the most recent Marvel films, but still tethered to the same issues. There's the familiar Marvel formula. Mismatched tones, out-of-place humor, a political espionage subplot, street-level heroes suddenly going up against a cosmic-level anti-hero, spoiled in the trailers no less, and resolving the whole thing with a therapy session instead of a climactic battle.
I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
At the end, they basically form the new Avengers. It's like watching Brave New World with a better cast. The film wants to pivot. Muted visuals, a desaturated palette, a slower pace. It pulls back from what fans started to reject in Marvel's content. That's progress, sure. But if you're pulling back, what are you pushing toward? Julia Louis-Dreyfus is the MCU's Amanda Waller, but she's also the movie's biggest liability. When your main antagonist is also your main comic relief, and your movie's trying to take itself seriously, that's a problem. Florence Pugh's Yelena stands out, but not because the performance is amazing, but because she's given the most screen time. And honestly, it's hard to tell if she's doing great work or if she's just bored but committed. Based on the character's emotions, it could be either. All of the Thunderbolts have traumatic pasts, but no one else gets the same development as Yelena does. That space is taken up by fan service, drawn-out action scenes, references to past and future MCU projects, and exposition dumps. Rename the movie Black Widow 2, and nothing about the plot would need to change. Lewis Pullman, to his credit, does a lot with very little. And I'll say this, I am officially old because I remember watching movies starring his dad and Wyatt Russell's dad when they were their sons' current ages. Ghost powers are cool, but it gets constantly neutralized to level her down to the rest of the team. Plus, a lot of her scenes got cut because she spent time with Taskmaster, and obviously the rewrites took Taskmaster out early. US Agent is just a jerk. Red Guardian's a loudmouth. Bucky was a government politician just one movie ago, and now suddenly he's not because this movie needs him to be the Winter Soldier again. These characters, aside from Sentry and Mini Black Widow, feel one note, despite the movie's self-righteous tone and all the praise it's been getting. Speaking of Sentry, he's laughably fast-tracked. 1 minute he's struggling to break a cup, and the next he's god-moding the entire Thunderbolts team. Based on his powers, half of them shouldn't have survived that battle. The movie pretends to dig deep into mental health, but it never says anything beyond surface-level talking points. So, when that becomes the driving force and the climax, it feels hollow. It's not a movie about mental health. It's a movie that uses mental health to seem like it has something to say. Plot contrivances abound during the setup. Everyone just happens to arrive at the same time. Bob wakes up at the exact right moment, and there's a 2-minute countdown for the bomb that's going to kill them instead of just going off without warning. Because all of a sudden, this is a James Bond movie. The sonic barrier that keeps ghosts from escaping? The power source is inside the room they're trapped in. The one place it shouldn't be. Then there's the fact that the characters don't realize they're meant to kill each other until way too late. Stupid premise is one thing. Dumb characters executing that premise makes it worse. And these are the characters we have to follow for the rest of the film. Poor Taskmaster.
I will remember you.
Oh, and David Harbour just rides through the deserts and finds them before the military does, because why not? And he overhears the villain's entire plan because Julia Louis-Dreyfus apparently monologues in front of strangers now. The only thing she was missing is purring a black cat and saying, "I'll get you, Gadget." The movie still leans into those eye-rolling inducing Disney cliches. The women are brilliant, confident, composed girl bosses, while the men are portrayed as loud, obnoxious jerks. That imbalance is starting to feel dated, says 1990. In the end, Thunderbolts doesn't say anything bold, it doesn't subvert the genre, it doesn't redefine the MCU. It just quietly rearranges the same old pieces on the board and tries to make them look new. This isn't Marvel reinventing itself. It's Marvel putting a coat of matte paint on the same old rusted car.